Hello viewers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. So I took a little look around at the available jobs and the heirlooms that we need and everything, and I decided that this is what we're going to be doing today. Swine King. We don't particularly want a dark tambourine, we'll just sell it, but that's fine. It's important to go on these boss missions. We probably won't bother going on the red ones unless, well, maybe that's not safe to say yet. But I don't think we're going to bother going on the red ones. Oh, I didn't actually equip people. First of all, he's a little high on stress. We're not going to give him anything that's going to stress him out too much. As I was saying. It's important to go on the boss missions for a number of reasons. Actually, I think I'd rather have this. Number one is that they give the same amount of XP as a long a two-camp mission, without actually being as difficult. Most of the bosses are not hard, like at all. Let me see here. I want him to have this and this. We want to try to push his speed up a little bit, take the best possible advantage of his stun. We're not going to bother with Brawler's Gloves this time. So you need another damage trinket. It will probably be the Sun Ring. You need some damage stuff. I keep letting myself get distracted. Like I'm saying, it's important to take advantage of the boss missions, in part because of the extra XP, and in part because they have more reward than other missions. You get, on all other missions, you get a certain amount of a random heirloom. On the boss missions, you get a random heirloom and crests. A random non-crest heirloom and crests on top of it. So technically that's a little bit more efficient too. I guess I'm saying it matters because of these things. It also, in a sense, doesn't matter very much. And what I mean by that, of course, is that time is not likely to be our constraint. Alright, it's time for the Swine King. We need to make sure that we have, yep. Okay, I think this should be a pretty high damage party. We should be able to burn him down pretty quickly. Actually, do I want to bring the heli into this? Nah, this is fine. This is fine makeup. Yeah, I guess I'm overstating the degree to which time is a constraint. We don't actually have to worry about it at all, probably. But this is still more efficient, and the fact that it's more efficient feels good to me, because I'm a huge nerd. Alright, we'll bring some of these. We know we love these. And then it's story time.
Attempts at summoning were crude, and the results disappointing. I soon found, however, that the type and condition of the host's meat was a critical factor. The best results came from pigs, whose flesh is most like that of man.
Yeah, I heard that in a movie one time.
Nameless abomination. A testament to my failures. It must be destroyed.
And if you're not familiar with that reference, go see Gangs of New York. Pretty good. I usually skip the stack of books, but it is worth noting that... actually, you know what? I was about to say a thing that I don't even remember if it's true or not. I was about to say that searching the stack of books can yield a map of the area, which is very valuable. But actually, you know what? I think it's just the bookcases, not the stacks of books, that can yield a map. So never mind me. That said, I wouldn't even search the bookcases in most situations. Obviously, I'm trying to keep my scouting going here. But the fact is, a big part of what makes the scouting so valuable is the ability to find the secret room. We know for a fact that this is where the boss is. Actually, you know what? I was going to come down this way because there's more treasure, but let's see if we can get to the boss without getting in any fights at all. And then we can fight stuff and go treasure hunting afterward. How about that? A big part of what makes scouting valuable is the ability to find the secret room. Secret room's full of treasure. Everybody loves treasure, but there are other good reasons to get scouting. First of all, scouting lets you know when you can afford to let your torchlight drop for a couple of rooms. That can be very valuable as far as saving on torches. If you're watching the series, you know I like to let the torchlight run down and then camp. And looks like maybe no secret room. We didn't actually get a scout on this hallway or this hallway, so it's still possible for there to be one, but probably not now. It looks like it's a shame. All right, we're going in there with no camp buffs.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
But we're in pretty good shape. This should be good enough. I'm keeping the torchlight high to make the battles easier because I'm a coward. You know. I still can't believe this guy is a beast, but not eldritch. Oh. You know, I didn't even think about it, but the fact that we have an arbalist here means that I could have taken the flare. This clears the mark debuff from people, and it actually lowers the damage output of this boss quite a bit. I wasn't thinking, I just took what is like a pretty solid normal skill loadout, but actually it probably would have been a good idea to take advantage of that. So we're at 169% chance to stun versus 120% resistance. I think what we're going to do, actually, is this. He's going to hit the man-at-arms, and we know he's going to hit the man-at-arms. We may as well take advantage of... The riposte does slightly more damage than a normal attack, and then the ability that applies the riposte buff also does some damage, so it's a nice combination. It's a real bummer that our occultist was stunned on the first turn. Uh-oh. I kind of forgot about that. He doesn't much care for you hitting Wilbur. Maybe I shouldn't do that again. I know Dismas is injured, but he's not marked this turn, and I really do want to get the mark up. Oh. That's interesting. He usually, Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Stun, please. Please land. Okay. We gotta get this done quickly.
The ground quakes.
Oh, I was not thinking about the fact that putting him in riposte mode could mean that he'd kill Wilbur.
A decisive pummeling.
Yes, good crits. Fitzroy is showing us the way. Okay, we need a big crit from this arbalist. Alright, I'm not gonna complain about 28. We're gonna take a pretty solid hit here. This is gonna hurt. So that's why you're not supposed to kill Wilbur, because he does that if you do. I think we're okay. We're okay.
Liquefaction cannot come soon enough.
Whew. Well, that was stupid. That almost went bad in a really embarrassing way. Oh, okay. Treasure hunting time. So, let's talk about the fact that we have like 10 health between the lot of us. Do we need to camp to take care of this? We're on 16 food. If we camp, I would probably want to use 8 food for all the healing that it gives. Interestingly, not for the de-stress. That fight was actually very stress negative. Fitzroy lost a bunch of stress because he crit the boss in the face so many times. I'm a little nervous about going into combat with this little health. If I had a Vestal instead of an occultist, I might feel a little bit better about it because we could just party heal a few times and like bring everybody up at the same time. But if we caught a rough fight while we're in this state, we actually might lose people in a yellow. Yeah, let's make camp. We'll make camp now. This feels like pretty terrible.
The battle may yet be won.
Basically, what's happened here is that we've ended up losing a lot of gold effectively by applying the riposte buff to our man-at-arms. Because now we're probably going to be in a slightly worse position to bring home a lot of money. Okay, well, it turns out that triage is amazing, and everybody's fine now. So I think we're going to go for maybe tactics. We could technically do like instruction or restring crossbow, and then a 2-cost ability. I don't know if anybody has anything relevant. Not really. Pep talk would be more valuable than encourage at this point. I guess we could encourage him, but it's not. But 10 dodge on everybody is a pretty good use of our... Man, is it better to just like pump Dismas up? So this does 10 accuracy, 20% damage, and 5% crit. This is the same thing, but this costs 1 more time unit and doesn't give a speed debuff, where this gives -2 speed. We can also marching plan. Speed is like pretty good. Speed's a good thing to have. We may end up walking around in the dark a little bit. This is why I was saying that that the way we did that may have cost... The way I did that may have cost us gold. Because now we're not going to be able to treasure hunt for as long as safely, because we camped at full light, which means we effectively didn't get 4 bonus torches out of it. It's probably the case that just taking restring crossbow is going to be better for us damage-wise. So the question is restring crossbow plus like an encourage on him better than just doing clean guns? Also, we should unlock his damage buffing camp skill. I always forget to do that. No, we're just gonna do a clean guns and pass. I don't really want to drop her speed right now, and I don't think the encourage is valuable enough. Okay, so what is the path for treasure hunting? There's a lot of curios available up in this area. And we still have not verified for sure that there's no secret room, because we still haven't gotten the scout on this hallway. Which means that we do want to get up there. I think the best thing to do might be just to walk up here and do this stuff, and then we'll head back down if I feel safe. We're certainly not going to try to risk anybody's life here. But we need heirlooms and we need money, so can't very well go home with our pockets empty like this. Relatively empty, empty-ish. Okay, now we know for sure that we got no secret room, which is a shame. Hopefully we find some torches. That would make things a lot easier on us. We can keep pushing on in the dark, but it's not ideal. Also, worth noting, not a single passage blockage anywhere, so we can throw away our shovels the first time we see a need. Curse you. Okay, good. Nobody likes to get puked on. This is not going to be successful in killing him. I think we're just going to stun this guy instead. Little dude, prodigious crit rate. Prodigious observed crit rate. I don't know what his actual crit rate is, but it's annoying. Ow. Oh, man, and then she rolls min damage. And she gets critically puked on for her trouble. Well, that actually hit everybody. Alright, you guys, we do get a turn eventually. So he's now got 6 points of bleed on him. Well, she has to end that guy before he gets a turn. I can't believe we all got outsped by a 4-speed Swine Reaver. That's ridiculous. Oh, I should have, wasn't thinking I should have bandaged him. Okay, 4 is not a great amount of healing. A little bit of teamwork here.
Give them no quarter.
Oh. Failure. Failure to murder.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
And we're starting to see those big strings of enemy crits that we've seen so many times recently.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I went for the stun there because I was going to try to hold him in place and
Success
get a healing turn.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
You know, we have so many bandages, we can still afford to do this. Yeah, I'm pretty annoyed at how much stress we gained there. That was really a lot.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Because we saw something like 50% crits from the enemies. I'm starting to think that that may be the biggest difference between normal mode and hard mode. Maybe that all of the enemies just have dramatically higher crit rates. Which is kind of a crappy way of implementing difficulty. Shovel's gone. It's kind of a crappy way of implementing difficulty in that it means that sometimes things won't be any harder. I don't know. I prefer to have the variance smoothed a little bit. Do I actually want Dismas in front? I'm trying to think. Like, the most annoying fight we could come up against would be like 2 of those swine wretches. And a party that contains 2 of those swine wretches will have them in the back 2 slots, which means that they'll actually be easiest to deal with if Dismas starts back, so you can pistol shot them right away. The only reason we want Dismas in front is if we run into a party of the corpse eaters, the worm guys with the lamprey mouths. Because point blank shot can often one-shot those guys, and that's awesome. Pistol shot's a lot less likely to do it. Do not crit her, you filthy, filthy pig beast. Okay. Well, at least he only got 1 off. And we get a stun for the big guy, assuming he doesn't, assuming he doesn't do that. Doesn't manage to outspeed us. Unfortunately, our man-at-arms is back down to his base speed because of the torchlight. He's no longer gaining the benefit of the candle. I still want that guy stunned. Wow. Alright, we've been having some, like, hilariously terrible rolls here as well on speed. Enemies that are like 4 points of speed lower than us are consistently beating us to the punch. That's kind of annoying. It's difficult to plan for, you know? Do I want to finish this guy off? I do. Let's get him down to 1 attacker. The drum pig is not as dangerous as the swine reaver, but getting the enemy down to only being able to attack once per turn is probably pretty valuable, and it's way easier to finish off the drummer than it is to take this guy down. Alright, we'll be able to finish him off this coming round. But I'd really like to get another heal off, actually. Let's do this. And you heal yourself. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. Huh.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
So we can get 1, 2, 3 more curios without having to fight anymore. Actually, it's probably best to get this, then come down here and get this. And then if I want to brave this battle, I get another curio right afterward. I don't know. In any case, I think we're going to drop... My point was, let's drop some stuff. Alright, so we'll stick our head out over here. Hey, a torch.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
So,
Pouring blood.
I don't think that there's a reason to use this torch. In fact, I think we probably should have extinguished our torchlight before. I don't think we're going to fight anymore. We should have extinguished the torchlight before looting that.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery.
Who has good disease resist? You do. Alright, get more loot in the dark. Sometimes. Sometimes, everything you interact with in the dark is empty. Alright, well, one thing we definitely are not running short on is food. Let's go this way. We're going to get this curio. And then, honestly, I think we're going to back up. We'll just walk backwards in the hallway a little bit. I doubt it's going to change what we have to do back in town, de-stressing-wise. And we'll go get this curio, too, then. Oh, she's already obsessed with this. We had the holy water for this one, too. Ah, joke's on you. She was already fascinated with the remains on account of her paranormania. Those quirks do end up costing you some money over time. I still think it's probably, given the rate of them firing, which is to say low and unpredictable, I still think it's probably not actually worth removing them. Huh. Oh, because we stepped in this square. I started to walk down this way, and then changed my mind because I was going to go through the hallway to get the treasure before the boss fight. So do I want to... Basically, I'm not too concerned about running into just a random battle, but since it's in total darkness, whenever you encounter a battle in blackest pitch, there's a chance for the battle to be replaced with the Shambler. Do I want a chance fighting the Shambler for a single curio? The party's actually in pretty good shape, and this party wouldn't be terrible at fighting the Shambler. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. Also, I'm gonna equip this on him, I guess. Right? Because Damor is fine. Damor's tough. He's got 52 health. Dismas could actually use some prot and dodge, and the Sun Ring's not doing anything for him anymore. This Moon Cloak that we picked up, on the other hand. Okay. Oh, and we surprised him. That's lucky.
Annihilated.
Also lucky. Well, get to shanking, people. Oh, she leaves him alive. Well, that does give us the opportunity to kill with a with a retribution. Ah, what a shame. In the dark, everybody's crit rate is increased. It actually doesn't say monster crit rate is increased. It's just their accuracy and damage. Wow. But, so to a certain extent... To a certain extent, the extra stress is mitigated by the fact that your party has a higher crit rate, and so you're getting more T-stress from crits.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
What do I think the odds are of that being a curio that requires a key? Not high, I'm gonna guess. I'm saying not high. We did all end up gaining a ton of stress there, by the way, because getting crit while you're in the dark is a real bummer. Is it worth pushing on for additional curios? Nah, probably not. We're tempting fate as it is. I tempted fate a couple of times there, and I shouldn't have. Let's stop making the mistake. Okay, so not a ton of money. And unfortunately, due to pushing on in the dark, we now have higher stress levels. Oh, well, that has to get fixed. Yeah, we'll remove lethargy as well. Yeah, but we got a couple of people pushed up into the red levels. We've made a lot of progress considering it's only week 32.
Lord of this place before the crows and rats made it their domain.
Alright. And then... oh, that's not what I wanted. Fitzroy needs to get de-stressed a little bit. I think I wanted to upgrade the stagecoach, so I'm going to hold on to the busts. I just want to do this as a backup. I want to be sure that we're going to be okay in case we lose heroes. Is he a flagellant? He is a flagellant, okay. Hendry, you gonna be alright? You need help? Nah, you're fine. Alright, well, that went pretty well. Lots of oranges available, but none of them are actually worth purchasing. So let's see, what else do we have available to us? Anything really exciting? That's a focus ring. Those are pretty okay. And also, the Cove still needs experience. The Weald also still needs experience. Let's see here. Are we sorted by level? We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we actually have 17 people at level 2 or higher. There's not really a tremendous reason for us to run with anybody else. With the exception of the fact that our group of top people here does not include a leper and does not include a houndmaster, because the leper and the houndmaster that I was training up died. And I actually really like both of those classes, and I'd like to have access to them. So you know what? I think our 16 is going to include these two guys, so we're just going to have to get them up. And we can do that by fighting the Siren. But I think we're going to call it here for this episode. Come back next time when we delve into the cliffs beneath the manor to discover the source of the haunting melody and silence it. And we'll see you then.